A little bit of a somber moment and a little bit of a darker topic than what I usually talk about. But with the tragic death of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, much will be said, and deservedly so, on the man's incredible basketball career. But what may be lesser known is the extent of his business prowess. In this video, we're going to celebrate the life of Kobe Bryant, a great businessman and a great ball player, and take stock of his influence off the court in the arena of business. An unfortunate part of human nature is that we take for granted the people we have around while we have them around. Oftentimes, in a vain attempt to wrangle control over our own chaotic lives, we assume that those around us are doing fine. And while we don't forget them, we don't keep the relationship as fresh as it should be. It's exactly the same with those we consider to be sports heroes or icons in other senses. When they were playing or doing their thing in the arena of their choosing, they're in the front of our minds. At the peak of our consciousness, when their glory days are gone, they seem to slip into obscurity. Like I said, it's an unfortunate part of the human condition. But while they slip from our mind's eye, they themselves are still operating the lives that they lead. Whether they just sit back, take it easy, and enjoy their family and friends, experience the traumas and trials and tribulations of life's journey, or they are tackling their next journey and finding new avenues to express themselves, they operate their own lives. The same thing with Kobe Bryant. After being a basketball legend for 20 years, and you're probably going to hear all the stats through the next couple of days, 5-time NBA champ, 4th all-time on the scoring list, just surpassed by LeBron James only a few days ago, NBA All-Star numerous times. The accolades go on and on. Kobe Bryant found his second wind in the business world. Let's explore that a little bit, shall we? During his 20-year NBA career, Kobe earned more than $323 million in NBA salary alone, and some $350 million from endorsements. Bryant was the highest paid athlete in the history of team sports when he retired in 2016 after an NBA career that began in 1996. His salary with the Los Angeles Lakers was the highest in the NBA in the final 6 seasons of his career. His salary with the Los Angeles Lakers was the highest in the NBA in the final 6 seasons of his career. Bryant also ranked second among the 25 highest paid NBA players of all time, according to data compiled by Spotrac and Basketball Reference in December 2018. Bryant was paid a total salary of $323 million during his 20 NBA seasons. His highest single season salary came to $30.5 million. Bryant's salary in 1996, his debut year with the league, was a paltry $1.0 million. By the end of his career, he was earning more than $25 million per year in base salary alone. His highest earning career year was the 2013 to 2014 season when he was paid $30.5 million. Bryant was the second highest paid NBA player in his career, behind Kevin Garnett, who earned $334.3 million in his 21 NBA seasons. Garnett's highest single season salary was $28 million. That said though, lots of athletes, NBA players, NFL players, Major League Baseball players, make tons of money during their career. What do they do with that money? Are they wasteful with it? Do they spend it on rims, fancy houses for all of their entourage, expensive jewelry, needless trinkets, expensive vacations, overpriced suits? Even when Kobe Bryant was playing early on in his career, I got the impression that he was not that kind of person. Just listening to him speak and the intelligence with which he approached the game told me personally that he would be a man that would take the money that he has and utilize it in a different way. Now, I first caught wind of Kobe Bryant's business insights when watching him on a CNBC interview after he had retired. In it, he presented his savings and investing philosophies, what avenue of business he was interested in, namely storytelling and media, and the vehicles with which he expects to get there. In this interview, he introduced his partnership with Jeff Steibel. We'll get to that, however, in mere moments. But like I said, just watching him casually, I got the impression that Kobe wasn't one of those athletes that would waste his money on frivolous trinkets. Upon announcing his retirement in late 2015, I was reasonably sure he would have a relatively fruitful retirement, and he probably wouldn't end up one of those hard luck stories about sports stars blowing their fortunes. What I didn't know was that he had serious business chops, and this CNBC interview led me into that world just a little bit. The truth is, if I were paying deeper attention, I should have known. If you look deeply into his business dealings, even during his playing career, it's obvious that he has taken a keen business eye. For example, while still playing, Kobe honed his skills as a copywriter using his natural gifts as a storyteller. While playing for the Lakers in the 2009 NBA Finals, An ad from the California-based ad firm Zambezi premiered and ran during and throughout the series. That ad was an ad for vitamin water, and it was written for his teammate at the time, Dwight Howard. So we don't own the copyright to that ad, so we can't show it to you. But I'm assuming you can look it up on YouTube, for heaven's sake. But that ad was written by Kobe Bryant. That wasn't his only piece of writing that achieved critical mass. Kobe Bryant had a way of thinking about obsession, or intensity, in a specific way. His way of thinking was obsession and intensity is natural. You just need to take that obsession and intensity and focus it in the right area, and you can achieve anything. He turned that philosophy into a body armor commercial. For your information, Body Armor was a company he was invested in through his investment vehicles. More on that in a second. His poem, Dear Basketball, that he penned for the Players' Tribute, another company which he invested in via his investment vehicles, was turned into an animated short and was critically acclaimed. And in addition to that, he won an Oscar for it. Let me tell you how he thought about business in his own words. I got tired of telling people I loved business as much as I did basketball because people would look at me like I had 3 heads. But I do. Kobe even had an eye for product design, pushing his partners in Nike to design a low-top shoe in 2008. And I must say, I still can't find a basketball shoe that is as light and as strong and as sleek as the Kobe's were at that time. Kobe and Nike's partnership was and is legendary, coming close to that of Michael Jordan and the Air Jordan brand, and even LeBron James and his King James brand. Kobe also had a lesser-known partnership with Swiss luxury watch brand Hublot. Not sure how to pronounce that. It's Swiss. Kobe's main post-basketball focus was that of a venture capitalist. Partnering with Jeff Steibel, Kobe created the venture fund Bryant and Steibel, which aimed to invest in and expand tech, media, and data companies. Some of the investments made included well-known companies such as LegalZoom and Alibaba, with lesser-known companies such as the aforementioned Players Tribune, as well as Juicero and Scopely. Using his private investment vehicle, Kobe Incorporated, which he set up to continue to expand his wealth into retirement, he invested and acquired a 10% equity stake in the sports drink Body Armor for $6 million. In August of 2018, Coca-Cola Company purchased a stake in Body Armor that valued the company at $2 billion, making Bryant's $6 million investment worth $200 million on paper before taxes. Another quote from Kobe: "Playing basketball, the focus is always on winning. Now championships come and go. There's going to be another team that wins another championship, another player that wins another MVP award. But if you really want to create something that lasts generations, you have to help inspire the next generation. And they create something great. And then that generation will inspire the one behind them, right? And that's when you create something forever. And that's what's most beautiful." The value that Kobe Bryant provided to the world was so much more than the championships he won for the city of Los Angeles, or the gold medals that he brought home for the United States, or his personal MVP awards, his personal accolades. It was also in inspiring a generation of future business, thought, and community leaders from around the globe to take the talents that they were blessed with, put their full intensity and mental energy into the tasks at hand, and most importantly, love the journey, because tomorrow isn't promised. Be sure to check out the link in the description for an awesome interview that I watched over 2 years ago that really dives into Kobe's business philosophy. Rest in peace, my friend, until we meet again.